Magnesium. I found out in a poll I did on the community section of this YouTube that 60% of you are on magnesium, many different forms. In fact, one person said they were on 7 different types. You are on the wrong magnesium. As you know, there's many choices and many of you are on it for different reasons. Unfortunately, many of you are taking the wrong form for what you're trying to achieve today. I'm going to tell you exactly which one you should be on. For which issue, having enough magnesium can benefit sleep, mood, and also lower your risk for many different diseases. In fact, your body requires magnesium for more than 300 enzymatic reactions. Thus, it's easy to see if you have a slightly low level of magnesium. Many varied issues and symptoms can occur with your body, and I believe that's why so many of you are taking them diabetics and those pre-diabetics often. Should you test your magnesium level? Actually have low levels of magnesium. So keep that in mind as well. Now many of you are gonna ask me, hey, is my serum magnesium regularly tested in my routine electrolyte panel? The answer is no. A blood test will need to actually be ordered to check your level. The normal range, 1.3 to 2.1 milliequivalents per liter. Low levels are linked to diabetes type 2, depression, migraines, anxiety, heart disease, and even memory loss and Alzheimer's disease. You can see then those just not feeling quite right often, they first grab for magnesium. Maybe that's what you've done too. Magnesium benefits. People taking magnesium have reported, and the science actually supports this, reducing blood pressure, improving sleep. I include magnesium citrate with my melatonin as an example in a combination product, improving mood, reducing heart disease risk, overall well-being. And I know many of you take it for the reduction of migraines. This cured almost half of migraines. In fact, in a 12-week study, people who took 600 milligrams of magnesium experienced 42% less incidence of migraine attacks, and when they did occur, the attacks were much less intense when they did. Before we get into the supplement aspect, because there's so many different forms of magnesium, what are the dietary sources that are high in magnesium? Well, think of nuts, legumes, whole grains, leafy green vegetables, and for magnesium, interestingly, it's not really found in meats and fish, a much lesser degree there. And I know that's intuitively not what you're thinking, but that is the case. So why would some people need to supplement? Why magnesium supplementation is important? Well, a study showed that almost 50% of people in Europe and the United States don't get enough of this essential mineral. Now, what dose are you looking for? Well, the daily recommended amount of this mineral is around 400 milligrams for men and around 360 milligrams for women. The Food and Nutrition Board of the Institute of Medicine in the United States has set an upper tolerable limit of 350 milligrams per day for supplemental magnesium. So if you're gonna supplement with it, 350 milligrams is the max that they're recommending. So you won't get side effects. What form of magnesium is best? Now what forms can you get it in? And this is absolutely key cause many of you are on this form. Magnesium citrate. This form's actually highly bioavailable and well absorbed by the body. It's commonly used to promote bowel regularity and really, it's great for constipation. I think that's how many people know about it. It is a laxative in certain preparations. But I actually use it in combination with my melatonin, for example. We found that that was the best form to work in a combination sleep supplement. Some of you take it standalone and some of you can't take it because of the GI or gastrointestinal side effects. Number 2 is magnesium glycinate. This is the best magnesium formulation overall. Now, magnesium glycinate is a highly absorbable form and it's much less likely to cause any GI or gastrointestinal side effects. It's the best tolerated form, and particularly for diabetics. Think this is a great one to use compared to other forms. It's often used to promote relaxation, improve sleep, and support muscle function. This is probably my favorite form if you're going to use it standalone, not in combinations. Number 3, Magnesium oxide. Should you take magnesium oxide? Now this form of magnesium has a high magnesium content, but it's less bioavailable than other forms. It's commonly used as a laxative and to support digestive health. It's used as antacid, so you might know it through that angle to relieve heartburn and indigestion. It's important to talk about bioavailability because things aren't just about the maximum dose you can get, but how much is actually absorbed in your body, and that bioavailability is important amongst all the supplements and vitamin you take. Also, we think of that with food. What forms of food have an ingredient that's bioavailable, meaning a usable form that gets into your body and it's able to use in a mechanistic action? Number 4, magnesium malate. Magnesium malate, the catch-up formulation. Now, not many of you said you were on this form, but it's a combination of magnesium and malic acid, and it's often used to support energy production and reduced muscle pain and fatigue. It's again highly bioavailable, so it's excellent to start off with. So if you think you're low in magnesium and you want to boost and get it up quickly, this will be the one to start with, as opposed to the other is might be used more for maintenance. Number 5, I think this is important to pay attention to magnesium L3 and 8. This form of magnesium has shown promising results in this magnesium form crosses the blood-brain barrier. Crossing the blood-brain barrier. This was it rats or mice? It was one of the two. And so because of this, because we know it actually gets into the brain, it has better cognitive benefits and supports brain health and improves memory and cognitive function. This is one of those that people with anxiety and depression tend to gravitate towards and find most effective. You're seeing there's a lot of forms of magnesium. I want you to comment below what form you're using now. You're gonna wanna watch this video on Mother Nature's gift to tighten and brighten your skin. Stay tuned here. Keep your skin and body BEA.